nowhere for you to turn, 'cause all of your best friends have let you down. And you try to accumulate, but the world is so full of hate. From all of your best thoughts, just adrift through space. I know a place where we can carry on. I know a place where we can carry on. 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 And there's people like
I guess we're about to get started here. My name is Derrick, and a group of folks voted me in to be the president of the the HMI Skate Park Society. Bit of the work that we do before we start with most everything, and sometimes it gets overlooked, especially in films, is acknowledgements. Here we are in Simiamu, Katsi, Kwantlen, and Matsqui territories, directly connected to Stolo First Nation, and their territory, which is directly connected to Hope for the HMI Skate Park Society, and HMI Skate Park itself, as well as to where we are right now, where I'm at, is in Langley. The really rad part about that is that we're also here. I need to acknowledge even the space that has been provided to be able to do a bit of filming here is in the 50 skate shop. Kind of sets the tone. So with that being said, I just humbly request everybody else to take a moment for themselves as they sit in to understand what acknowledgement means. Because one is, I've just heard the words. What does that mean? But what does it mean to the folks paying attention or sitting with themselves? Pay attention to yourself. Who are you? Who are your ancestors? Where do you come from? How are you feeling? How do you navigate your emotions? Do you understand your connection? Do you understand your connection to your lineage? Start sitting in with that for a minute, and that might just help you understand what I was referring to when I acknowledged the territories here. Because you as an individual, you're just as important. Your story is just as unique as the nations here. We are all one. I think that's a really good place to start, is understanding that.
Our next category, everyone, is the Inclusive Environment Award. In this category, nominees embrace diversity and create a welcoming environment for culturally diverse groups.
And the winner is, and I'd like to meet this guy, Hippie Mike.
How's everybody doing out there? I'm the guy they call Hippie Mike. Some of you may know me, may not know me. Spent a lot of time helping to grow the next generations, and that's basically what we're here for. As we created the space in Hope, I just love the fact that we have a space that everyone is welcome to walk into and not be judged. Tell us what eat, sleep, skate means to you.
I think eat, sleep, skate means like it's your life. It's what you do. Like honestly, that's what I feel when I think, what am I gonna do today? I think skating is for sure, and then school and all the other things. Not saying that school is less important, but it's like it means that you're so into it. Like that's what you want to do. Then it's like it's all you think about. Like when you go to sleep at night, you're like, oh, I wonder where I'm gonna skate tomorrow, or I wonder how I'm gonna do in the competition. And when you wake up, you're like, okay, I gotta get my gear, I gotta get my skateboard. It's what you think of. the most and what you do the most.
What does eat, sleep, skate mean to you?
Oh, it's pretty straightforward, man. There's nothing else in life. It's like, those are the things you need to survive. And remove one of them and chaos breaks out.
Yeah.
It's insane how much skateboarding determines my mental health. My name's Andy Anderson. I'm 28 years old, and Hippie started teaching me skate lessons when I was 7. That's a 21-year relationship, bro. That's crazy. Our relationship can drink in America. For me, skating was all about learning tricks. And a lot of the tricks that you taught me way back when are tricks I did in my Olympic run and stuff that comes out just forever, you know? The basics and building on that. And it's so cool to see what you've built at HMI.
I know a place where we can carry on. I know a place where we can carry on. We can carry on.
We're not all the same. Keep being you is saying like, hey, who are you? And keep being more of that. I feel like there's such a tendency to look around at what we should be doing and try to follow others. And it seems safe, but it's actually a pretty dangerous way of going about things, just following what others are doing. Like, you really don't know what you're getting into. Like, you gotta find yourself and your own inner voice and listen to that wherever it's taking you. And you need people around you that are gonna support that. So you're like the perfect example of being yourself so belligerently that it's undeniable. You're just fucking Hippie Mike, man.
I'm Hippie Mike. I'm 45 years old. Been skateboarding since 1986, and we're here at HMI Skate Park. Skateboarding wasn't always the most inclusive thing in the world. In fact, in the 80s and 90s, a lot of skateboarders fought against each other for no reason. We were the ones that were pushed out by society already. Why are we pushing each other away? And so when I did things like Hippie Mike's Tour to Surrey, that was about bringing everyone to one spot together. That was where everyone was welcome to come. And a lot of people talk about meeting their best friends at those events.
Hi, Millie. Hi.
Oh, what is new?
Just me learning tricks in general, really. Got some hard ones down. It's true, really.
Millie's got my heartstrings going. She's a ball of energy. She is an amazing skateboarder. You just go up there and how can you not be happy when you're around her? And the confidence from that is coming from, majority would be from what she's achieved in skateboarding. My name's Kevin Harris, and I've been skating for a very long time, kind of when it first came into Canada in '75. So I was fortunate enough to have an incredible skateboard career and rode for the Bones Brigade and had a lot of fun traveling the world with some of the top skateboarders in the world. It was a blast.
So Kevin actually influenced skateboarding in Canada dramatically by starting Ultimate Distribution early on and being the first major distributor of skateboarding products. So not only was he skating in Canada, he brought skateboarding to Canada in a huge way. And that's just like, we all owe him for that.
I was determined to be the best I possibly could, and started out just winning local contests and then winning Canadian national contests, and then eventually taking it to the world and turned pro when I was in 1982 and became one of the top 5 professional freestyle skateboarders in the world.
Let's see, Millie.
Millie Madore. Millie the door. Millie the door. My name is Millie Madore, and I'm 15 years old, and I've been skateboarding for 2.5 years. Eat, sleep, skate represents Paul Kaji. He would always eat, then sleep, and he would skate all day, and then repeat. It's like a really inspirational message from Paul because it like spreads positivity around, really. And the eat part means eat healthy stuff and not like junk food, really, you know? I don't know what to say.
You're awesome.
Thank you. I have autism spectrum disorder, and I was diagnosed with it when I was 3 years old. Here at HMI Skate Park, I've been treated with respect and kindness and made some new friendships here. Like, yeah, we have our ups and downs, really, but that doesn't mean we're not friends anymore, you know?
My name is Carla, Madore, and I am Millie's mother. Seeing Millie with a group of friends that actually accept her for who she is very relieving, because I know that she is safe here and her mental health is going to continue to improve when she feels accepted, and she actually is accepted for who she is.
She's on fire this summer. Her name's Millzilla.
Yeah!
HMI is an inclusive environment because no matter what your physical abilities might be, you're always encouraged to learn something new and to believe that you can do it, no matter what your physical abilities or mental abilities are.
No, but Hippie Mike's Tour de Surrey was kind of the foundation and building block for my whole competitive career. And when I went to these other contests around California or Arizona or Japan or China, it was always just felt like another Hippie Mike Tour de Surrey. And those contests were so fun and community-based that there wasn't like this insane pressure. I think if I started in the more serious contests from the get-go, I wouldn't have been able to arrive with such grace and like having fun and people being like, damn, this guy is really just having fun. Well, that's just what I knew contests of. Like, that's how I knew contests. Because of you, man, friggin', it's sick. And I feel like you've always had this vision. Like, it's not like it's all a fluke, you know? But it takes a long time for these things to play out.
My favorite memories. Skating with Andy here, definitely one of them. One day, Andy Anderson came to HMI and I got to skate with him. It felt amazing doing double blunt fakies with him in the mini ramp at HMI.
People like me, people need to be free. Yeah. There's a place in the sun where there is love for everyone, where we can be. Yeah. I know a place where we can carry on. I know a place where we can carry on. We can carry on. We can carry on. We can carry on.
My name is Kaleb Jones. I'm 14 and I've been skating for about 2 years. My skate park is like my favorite place in the world because I can hang out with my friends. And, well, as my mom likes to say, she's like, you were hanging out with the bad kids before you came here, and it made a difference. Like, it was like a lot easier for her to keep a track on me because like we live so close, and it was like she wasn't worried me getting in trouble. It's just a lot better for everybody. My favorite skater is Andy Anderson because Hippie Mike taught him from he was 7 till, well, still now. And it really pushes me to try to make it like that. My dream is to become a pro skateboarder. There.
I don't know, being a pro skateboarder is just, it was always my dream since a kid, like since super young. I remember, I think I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, they did a thing. It's like, where are you gonna be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years? And it was like 5 years, sponsored, 10 years, pro, 50 years, like on my ass on a board, just pushing around, you know?
One person that, again, if it wasn't for Mike, would this guy exist? Maybe, maybe not. Andy Anderson. Let's just talk about that guy for a second. So if people are watching this who know nothing about skateboarding, again, I've been around it since 75 and been around the best skateboarders in the world and traveled the world and had an incredible career. There's been 3 people in my mind that have changed skateboarding and the look of skateboarding. One is Tony Hawk. Second one is Rodney Mullen, one of my favorite humans on the planet. The third one is somebody that Mike nurtured right from the start, local kid, Andy Anderson. And Mike knows this as well as I do. Andy was a different breed of skateboarding altogether, And the industry looked at him as like, don't touch him. Like, it's never going to go anywhere. You guys are wasting your time. So I had peer pressure around me at my age going, don't waste your time with Andy. He wears a helmet. He does this weird stuff called freestyle off to the side. I looked at everybody and said, forget it. That's not going to happen. I watched Rodney Mullen come out of this little kid that the industry didn't want nothing to do with either. And the industry didn't want nothing to do with Tony Hawk when he first came out.
I just think it's so sick because I know that when you see someone doing something, it's so much easier to believe that you can do it yourself because we're all human. And so I love trying to show people stuff that they might be able to do themselves.
My name's Allana. I'm Kaleb's mom. I don't know, HMI did a lot for him. He's really shy and he wasn't really out there and he didn't have a lot of friends. So coming here and having a place where other kids were like him and, you know, same ambitions and things like that, it gave him a place to, you know, connect. And not even just the kids, like a lot of the adults. It's a nice place to have the extra support, especially because skating. I don't know a lot about skating, so it's nice he's got people that have been able to teach him that and, you know, give him a skill that he didn't really have before, but he's been interested in since he was quite young. Like, we just never were able to pick it up before HMI because there wasn't really anywhere to go. So the idea of the skate park to really thank for that, because I think without it he wouldn't have been as driven as he is. That's the word. But yeah, HMI has done him a lot of good.
Now, all you kids out there, before you run away, put your stuff down in a safe place. Because I got these things called stickers, and you know I'm going to go up on that backyard bash quarter pipe in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. I'm not that fast. You're really slow. You look like a Sasquatch. I don't know, Millie. Millie wants a sticker. She doesn't want to go into the sticker toss. You gotta be in the bash to get the smash.
That could have been bad.
First point.
Woo! And it's first contest.
It's so much harder without my board to get up here. Big thanks to all the sponsors. Like I said before, look at the train. These are most of the guys giving us some stuff. Add in Pylon Skateboards, HMI Skate Park.
You know that Steve Caballero at Expo got fined for doing that?
Oh yeah, Expo 86.
Expo 86, he got fined, I think, $400
For throwing stickers.
throwing stickers.
Was it for littering or for causing a riot?
Causing a riot.
That's right. This award is a special award that Linda Kaji makes each year just for this event, and this is in memory of Paul Kaji. So it's not about who's the best and who wins all the contests, but it might be one of those people. Right. I think the first year Mac won this trophy. The second year last year, Alex Rempel won. Quite a few people out there that are always, working really hard on their own self and sharing knowledge. I think this year it's going to go to Kaelen. Yeah. Yeah, Kaelen. Job. Kaelen not only skates hard every day, but he inspires all these guys.
Yeah, good job, Kaelen.
He personally teaches each of them, and he never ever complains about it.
Being a teenager and a younger person, kids tend to like to listen to me more because it seems like it's one of their peers and not just another adult telling them what to do, and it seems a lot more fun for them. My name is Kaelen Faux. I am 14 years old and I have been skateboarding for 13 years. Eat, sleep, skate to me means that you should only focus on the things that are important. So when I grew up skateboarding, when I used to live in Surrey, I'd always skate Chuck Bailey, and it would usually be my dad and Andy Anderson teaching the skateboard lessons.
I learned how to be a role model from you when I was working for you when I was like 14, 15 doing the skate lessons.
Yeah.
And I've been working on that, you know, kind of forever.
Yeah.
So that's sick, dude. You really helped me learn and like gave me someone to look up to learn about how to present yourself in a public space and around people that you care about.
My name is Carrie Williams. I am the wife of Hippie Mike. I am at HMI all the time with my kids and my husband and my friends, skateboarding and helping out. I find mentally skateboarding is really helpful to me. It's like akin to meditation, and that I often don't notice. You know, I'll go out and have a skate. That an hour later I haven't thought of anything else but skateboarding. Kaelen, to me, is a very mature and kind person. And again, I've heard from any kids and other parents that have had lessons with Kaelen that it's just a great experience and that he's a really good teacher and mentor for other children, even though he's only 14 years old.
I find that the language of skateboarding is entirely universal. So there's an indigenous teaching that it's when you hear the drums, in this case you're hearing the skate sound. As far as you can hear that is as far as that it affects the folks in a good way. The sounds of skateboarding is folks working on their individuality. Just to watch how they communicate with each other, and they're not necessarily even talking. I cannot put that into words, you have to experience it. This young individual, his name is Mac, he speaks the language so fluidly with the efforts to try to understand it.
It really helps to have like Mac and Millie and Kaleb and Matthew around because I'm always pushing them to progress, which helps to make me progress. So Mac specifically, I've taught since we started HMI Skate Park and like a little bit before, and I see him going really far if he sticks with skateboarding.
My name is Mac Paauwe. I'm 9 years old. I'm at HMI Skate Park, but also in my dad's gym. I've been skating for 3.5 years, and I love skating because I can learn new tricks, make new friends, and have fun. Well, my goal is to go high in the air and inspire other people to skate more.
My name is Crystal MacDonald. I am 38 years old. I've been skating since 2021-ish, somewhere in there. These are two of my kids, Kaleb and Ryder, and I have Ethan and Paige, and they're not here today. I'm a part of the board society, raising 4 kids, 3 who have different disabilities, you know, where they might look different. HMI has really become an inclusive environment where my kids have never had to worry about somebody picking on them here or making fun of them like we do maybe outside in the world.
I love HMI because I've made a lot of friends here and people have taught me how to like progress over the time.
Tell us your name, how old you are, and how long you skateboard.
Ryder, Hatzidimitriou. I'm 13 years old and I've been skateboarding for 3 years. The competitions are like pretty fun usually, like very chaotic. They're fun though.
My name is Kaleb, Hatzidimitriou. I like HMI Skate Park because you're gonna meet friends here, learn stuff, have people teach you, and people are nice here.
Skateboarding really teaches us to continue setting goals for ourselves, and it's not necessarily based on what anybody else expects of us. It's what we are interested in. It's what we want to be working on. And yeah, it teaches us to face challenges and to find ways to work around them. And it teaches us not to give up on the things that we want to do. My name's Cheyenne Williams. I am the HMI Skate Park Society Treasurer. I'm also a casual staff member at the skate park, and I am sponsored by HMI Skate Park. I like all kinds of skateboarding, but I have especially really gotten into freestyle skateboarding, which has taken me to a number of competitions.
So my personal experience was going to HMI Skate Park and actually learning how to skate. And I already knew how to skate, but kind of doing this one difficult part where you go up and over this little hill and up a wall. And I was really, really struggling, and I was bailing. There were these two girls, one particular, that was probably like 8 years old. And she comes to me and she says to me, "Hold my hands, I'm gonna do it with you. You can do this, I know you can do this." And I'm totally thinking in my mind, this is really backwards. But it felt so good to have someone stop. I wasn't in a lesson. I wasn't a part of any sort of environment where we were teaching. I was just there to skate. And she just kind of stopped what she was doing and was like, "You know what, let me help you. Let me come and do this with you." And up and over the mound we went, and up and over the mound we went. And do I know I can do it? Yes, because of her hands holding my hands that day. Teaching children and teaching teenagers and teaching adults to teach each other is so important, because that's what connects us, gives us growth. It's what makes us individuals and just creates really cool people. My name is Christine Tapp, and I am the secretary with the HMI Skateboard Society. One of the things that's very close to my heart is autism. Both my boys are on the spectrum. And it's so wonderful because I really feel everybody that I have met in this community have really accepted me as a skateboarding mom that's just kind of learning the new stuff, you know. And so when I see that, I really feel that anybody with any sort of challenge will also feel accepted in this world, which is spectacular. And we have one particular skateboarder, Millie, that is dear to my heart. And she makes me think so much of my youngest son. When she wants something, she will get it, and she will do it, and she will do it over and over and over again. And even though some people might see it's a little harder for her, it's that the community embraces her and just goes, "Girl, you are gonna do it. You are a rock star." And it is pretty awesome.
My name is Carrie Dobson, and I met Hippie Mike and Carrie, his wife, at Bear Creek Skate Park 20 plus years ago. And being in the Tour de Surrey contests, we got to compete, and we won prizes and we got medals. So I was instantly hooked. Blazer and I both dropped in the day before Mother's Day on the same day. It took him a few weeks. It took me 20 years. You know, ain't no thing.
My name is Cameron Wyatt Dyck, and I guess I'm just part of this community. It's I do shifts here, I work here, and skate for the park, but it's a lot more than that. It's a community and a family. So I live in Aldergrove, BC, right now we're in Hope, BC, which is about an hour away from there. And, you know, this is a really cool place. I don't always know exactly why I keep spending this much time in traffic to get all the way out here, but I couldn't go a week without coming here. It's an awesome place, amazing people. And if I wanted just a skate park, I got one right in my backyard. It's not really about that. It's about the family and the relationships you build. I think having a community with all these people, amazing people, not only talented but kind-hearted, is important. If you don't have one, you're missing out. You got to find something. You know, a lot of people think when you get to your 20s, you got to stop having fun, stop skating, it's about working and that's it. That's a lie. That is one of the worst things for people. You know, out of the people with problems with their body physically, I would say the people that are worst do the least. The people that stay active, even if it's a dangerous sport like skateboarding, you're gonna fall, you're gonna hurt yourself. It keeps you in shape and it keeps you alive.
So we renovated the back corner in December last year. Got rid of that pit that was going down and the big wall ride, and just made something more simple for everyone to skate. And so it was a vision that I had for a long time, and I just felt like if I simplified it and made it easier to skate, that more harder tricks would go down on it and more progression would happen. And that's exactly what happened. Within the first 3 weeks of changing that area of the park, everybody was progressing, including myself. And knowing that we started with a group of people, a younger generation that didn't even skateboard yet, they're going to keep progressing, and we need to change with them, right? And so that renovation was a huge success. Everybody's skating the new rail, flying up and down the wall ride, and it just creates more energy in this park. Our next renovation is going to be removing the bowl and changing that entire area. So we got a grant from Fraser Health that will cover pretty much the cost of materials, and we're going to start that renovation right away here.
He can come here. We know that he's with good people. We know that he's under good guidance. We're not worried about what he could be getting up to. I mean, he's only 9, but as he grows and this place grows, you know, his curiosity is going to grow. His want and need to be free is going to be there. But instead, he can kind of get that through skateboarding. And, you know, it allows him to be free, go fast, go high, do the things that he likes to do. And with his lofty ambitions of, you know, going to the Olympics, you know, getting cool sponsors and stuff, that's, you know, things that he'd like to do, but really he just wants to skateboard, have fun, have a good time, and this place allows him to do that.
Can you imagine 4 years from now, the next Summer Olympics, and there was 1 or 2, a female and a male, whatever, from Hope? What would be the smartest move for Hope? If I was the mayor of Hope, I'm not, but what would be the most important thing to me is, can you imagine what recognition, and it can easily happen, oh, these kids are from Hope, BC, right? Like, that can happen. And if the financial support could come to you, HMI, to put a covered area over something and get the bigger stuff going on, would be absolutely huge. Not only that, if you look at it from a dollar's point of view, from a dollar's thing, I mean, can you imagine, Mike, doing the math on what dollar figure you brought in to Hope, that people would not go to Hope if it wasn't for the skateboard park? Like, somebody please do the math and what an impact you're making to Hope. Now, if you go to the Olympic style and you add another 5,000, 8,000 square feet on, that would do the Olympics, you're drawing people from Western Canada and the United States into Hope because of what you created, period. Like, that's how it works.
Man, I don't even know how to say it because it's so obvious how important having a communal space is, and especially one where you're active, you know, using your body, getting your blood flowing, making friends, you're growing together as humans in your community, you're making relationships with people that you're gonna see every day, or at least twice a week for the rest of your life, kinda. Especially when you live in a small community. If you don't know anybody in your community, it's like, where are you? And that's what's up with Hope, is I feel like you guys, you're giving these people a place to make those lifelong friends, and they really are lifelong relationships.
I'm Jordan Yliruusi, 37. I don't know. From Hope. Been here my whole life. Well, when we were growing up, it was driveways. Actually, the old Greyhound station, the marble bench behind there. Like, there was nothing. And it was just rough ground. Like, if a new street got paved, we would be there. And that was it. Like, I remember going for trips down to the city once in a while with Barner and stuff. And you'd get to, like, go on some real ramps and stuff. Holy crap. And we never thought in, like, a million years we'd have that here. HMI came around when I needed it. Like, it's pretty hard struggling all by myself, and then had some friends call me up, came here, and it's just gives you a family. It's just easy to volunteer time to something you love. So simple as that. My favorite thing about family. It's like a bunch of misfits put into one place, and we all just get along.
So one of the really cool things coming up with the HMI Skate Park is that we're hoping to put in a youth lounge. I think it's just going to be really creating an environment where people can come, they can be included. Maybe it will open the door to skateboarding for them and show them what type of cool community it is. But if not, they're going to have another place that they can hang out and really relax and enjoy themselves, that we know will be safe, that will be clean. And I think that's one of the biggest things that is really cool about the facility is when your kid goes over there, or your teenager or your husband or wife, you know that they're going there and it's a really cool, clean environment. And they're going there to hang out, and they're going there to have a good time.
Okay, so let's talk about how youth in general in Hope, if you skateboard or not skateboard. First of all, as you know, and the world kind of knows, skateboarding is one of the coolest activities to be involved in. So let's look at that 14-year-old that might be looking at trying to get into trouble and going down the wrong way, and he doesn't have an outlet to go. First of all, he wants to go to the skateboard park because it's a cool place to go. So he might never have a skateboard or anything, but it's not like you're going to, you know, the curling rink, right, to hang out at 14 years old. You're going to a skateboard park to hang out with cool people, right? So if you can take that 14-year-old, let's use an example, you know, off hanging out with people that he shouldn't be hanging out with, and bring him into an environment like that, and it's an upstairs lounge or whatever, and they're watching movies or whatever, again, you've changed that 14-year-old for the better, right? Because, you know, let's face it, when you're 14, 15, the peer pressure's there, and if you hang out with the wrong crowd, you're going to do the wrong things, and you're going to regret it when you're 45 years old.
If I didn't have this place, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would have stayed with skateboarding. I think I would have, but I wouldn't be as good as I am now, and I wouldn't be as social because, like, not living in the city, you're not as social as most people and can be very isolating. But having the indoor skate park really helps, and without it, it would be hard for me, I think.
And I feel like you help people find themselves. by hanging around you, because you're so yourself. And you've helped me find myself. And now you know what I mean? Help me build that confidence. I know what you can do and what you've done firsthand, and I can't imagine the difficulty of trying to explain such spiritual significance verbally. Love you, man.
When Andy Anderson was younger, he was adamant about wearing a helmet. And as all the kids got older around him, they all stopped wearing them. But Andy kept wearing his. And he would constantly be bothered and asked about why he wears a helmet. And even in his adult years, he's still asked all the time, why do you wear a helmet? It's the only thing people see when they look at him. The magazines wouldn't publish him. People wouldn't sponsor him. But how did the helmet change any of the tricks he was doing or how good he was at skateboarding? And so it's just a very interesting world that picks one thing that puts it against you. And Andy and I were always very close and would talk about this all the time. And I would always say those words, just keep being you. You are the one that decides who you are. It's pretty inspiring to see his success story push through all those boundaries and bullying. And he's still himself. That's what we teach here.
You down, and there's nowhere for you to turn, 'cause all of your best friends haven't let you down. And you try to accumulate, but the world is so full of hate. From all of your best thoughts, just adrift through space. I know a place where we can carry on. I know a place where we can carry on. 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 And there's people like you, people like me. People need to be free, yeah. There's a place in the sun where there is love for everyone.